dude. Careful.
Did you forget? Realist Podcast. Welcome to the Your Hair Podcast. This is episode 190. Welcome back. Welcome home. We love you. We're gonna have a great episode today. Another great episode. It's a little bit later. It's a little dark.
Yeah.
It's dark outside. We had some technical difficulties, but we got a new cable. Mm-hmm. And the things, I got new cables.
Yep.
And I thought I fixed the problem, but the problem's still there.
The problem still exists.
But you know what? How come, I have a problem. How come we say that there's problems when everyone else says they never bring up the problems?
Like,
Are we just real? Are we just too real for it?
your boys keeps it too real.
Too real. Is it too real or is it
Too real.
good that it's too real? Is it bad that it's too real?
No, I think it's great.
Leave a comment if it's bad that it's too real. Shout out Anytime Actors Lab. Dave, I don't know where do I start? It's tough. When you think about acting, I think about Spider-Man eating a pizza slice, when he stops by and he's like, and it's a funny bit.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
But actually acting?
Yeah.
How do you learn about that?
Well, my thing, I would tell you right now, go to anytimeactorslab.com, especially if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But if you're not, it's okay. Don't panic. You got a chance to train right now, and there's tiers of the training. But if you want to act truthfully under imaginary circumstances,
Dang, that line.
truthfully under imaginary circumstances, which is the real deal,
That sounds real.
at least in my humble opinion. You can do that right now. Anytownactorslab.com is taking students online. One-on-one courses with Adam Louder. You couldn't get a better offer right now on any online course. Most of them are 4 weeks long. Most of them are 2 weeks long, and you're paying $500. The rates are crazy. They're super low. You got the best teacher you can find, and I don't know. I put my name on it. I'm part owner in that business. So, anytownactorslab.com, official partner of the Your Hair Podcast. Get in there.
Get in there. I like that.
Go learn, bro. Go get excited about acting. Go learn how to live truthfully. Go live how to go learn how to put yourself in the circumstance and find doings that mean something to you, because acting is doing. It's not just sitting there and being.
Yeah.
Acting is doing.
Yeah.
Okay? He's going to help you break down scenes. He's going to help you go through it all. I'm going to stop. That's the ad.
Yeah.
Go there.
Links in the description.
Yep.
Anytime Actors Lab.
Like and subscribe to the podcast right now.
Yeah,
listen.
please like and
We
subscribe.
love you. Thank you.
I want to ask you.
Shout out Liana at Korean Barbecue.
The cast iron pot.
Because we're getting hooked
Little
up at
Fairy.
Korean Barbecue now.
Your boys
blew up. Your boys blew up
Sorry.
because now we're getting discounts
I said
at
it.
Korean Barbecue.
I said it. We sold out. We're getting free drinks.
We're getting freebies on.
We're getting freebies at the Korean barbecue because of the podcast. Shout out Liana.
Shout out Liana. Shout out Liana.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know what to say about it.
I mean,
Your boys made it.
yeah. How does it feel?
I feel like a celebrity. A local celebrity.
Me too. Now I want to ask Celebrity Dave, the new Celebrity Dave. I want to ask you some things because
Okay.
film,
Oh.
the film, things are in motion, dude.
Well, I got a big announcement.
Things are in. I mean, if you got to announce it, dude.
So right now today, as this is dropping,
Yes.
I'll meet you there. The short film we worked on together is released on YouTube. We're letting it go for free. We're not putting any paywalls. The shit is out there. Because I had offers to get distribution in little ways in different places.
You've done it.
Yeah,
been there, done
with
that.
the Rose Garden did it. And I'm like, for this, dude, because a few companies were like, let's do it. And I was like, for some reason, it just felt wrong on this. And I think let's just let it out.
Put it out
I
there.
want people to see it. And
I like that.
It's not mine anymore. It's yours. So watch it. Whatever you think, great. If you hate it, great. If you love it, great. But
Yeah.
it's on YouTube. I'll meet you there. We'll put the link in the description for that as well if you want to watch it. Short film we made together, me and Mikey.
Yeah, dude.
Came from the heart.
Yeah.
Really
Well, I guess the link will be in the description.
Link in the description.
Click the link. Go check it out. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think.
Dude, the film is
First thing we worked on, man.
first thing we worked on together.
I mean, we did work on things before that. But,
yeah, but I guess we did.
Yeah,
Your short
so
film
maybe
we did
second
before.
thing.
Second thing we worked on together. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think more the legit, outside of school or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our own thing.
Project that I helped you with, which is super cool.
We're gearing up for Texas now, bro.
Yeah, man. The
the
feature,
feature.
huh?
Booked
I
my
feel like
ticket.
we haven't talked about it in a while.
Nope. No, I guess not.
We got to update.
Well, I've
Update
been
the people, dude.
Your boys is so afraid, and I'm just turning it over. Because now I'm in it. I'm in it.
Yep.
I'm trying to call my cousin, and I'm like, can I go in the? Can you put me in the prison for Can you put me in the cell for 2 hours just so I can I'm doing crazy shit like that?
Yeah.
Huh? I was nervous as hell past couple days. But the new way of working, because I booked my ticket. I'm out on the 28th, 28th to the 17th, and we're gonna record everything, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Shows will still be going.
Yeah,
Podcasts are still gonna be there every week. But yeah, man. Also, shout out to Evan for being here when I wasn't here last week. Thank you so much for doing that, bro. I wanted to say that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but so we're gearing up for this thing. I feel scared, but I'm also like, I'm happy because like Adam's been great with the production stuff. He's been like killing it, and Jordan's been killing it on his front, and like Joy's been killing it, and like all these people we've hired are like killing it, dude.
Yeah.
So I've been able to like recede into my role, which is just playing this part.
I see you doing it more.
So
I like that.
It's different. It's exciting. It's nerve-wracking, but I'm also trying this new process of like letting it go. Like I don't want to be so precious. I want to like store up as much meaning as I can before I get there. I know what all my doings are. I know why I'm there. And I'm trusting God to just put me where he wants. If the film's bad, it's for a reason. If the film's good, it's for a reason. Like I'll do my absolute best, but like I'm one person.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put so much pressure on myself. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's a long way to get here. It's 2 years of work, and you're like, oh, I hope there's the part of me that like is negative and like egotistical is like, this has to be so good because this is your only chance, man. You're never gonna get this again. But life goes on either way, and I just want to do my best.
Yeah, man.
Just want to let it go and do my best.
I feel like it must be so weird because this is something that came from you and Adam, right? Like birth this story, and for you to now, like you're saying, kind of settle into the position of like you're acting, right? It's kind of, it must be weird to like, to let go, let go of like now, like, all right, the product, like everything,
Yeah.
like now I got to do my thing.
Like I was the dude doing this. Like, okay, who do you think we could call this guy? He might have money, and it's like, hey man, can we pitch you the film? Like I was doing that. I was talking with vendors and shit, and like helping Adam with breakdowns and stuff and scheduling. And now I'm like, and it is weird. Writing the script, doing all that, like the early things with him.
Yeah.
And at first I was like self-conscious.
Yeah, like were you feeling bad? Like,
yeah, because I must have told Adam this like 20 times in the last 2 months, but I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like you're taking over all these things, and you're speaking to all these like connections we have to be making and getting these things done. And I'm like, I feel like I'm receding into the just doing this one thing. And he's like, he just keeps reassuring me like that's what you need to be doing. It's not like you can't be doing the other stuff anymore.
Adam's directing. Is he in it at all, or?
Yeah, he plays my brother in it.
The whole
thing.
I don't want to ask too much, but it's like, so he's
want me to set it
directing,
up?
acting,
directing and acting,
like pretty big acting too.
Huge,
man. I'm hyped. Huge. No, but the thing is, I know Adam is the dude.
He's the dude for that.
To do that.
Yeah, he is.
100%.
That man.
100%.
He's made for that role.
Yes.
We wrote, it's like perfect. It's him, dude, like in his own, in different ways, but it's like so meaningful, that part to him. And like, it just,
dude. You know what I want to shout out because
shout out.
Just shout out because I can really tell from like I go through his like TikTok stuff a lot on the Anytime Actors app TikTok. Shout out. But just and like when I talk, like when you call him every once in a while when we're at work and stuff, I always feel like when you meet people, you're way closer to Adam. You know what I mean? Like certain people that I meet, like. You only get the surface of like who they are, and what they do. Right. You know a little bit, like I know Adam is an actor and he's teaching and all this stuff, but like when you see someone in their element, like doing the thing they love, that's the best.
Oh, it's the best.
I love seeing that because on his TikTok, you can tell he's putting so much work into these just random scenes and talking about it. And he knows all the specific, like he's giving out these terms, why this is important, why this is like the what you can learn from this. Like he's putting in so much, and I can just see how the hard work that he puts in,
you see
is that like, that's not gonna fail.
No,
that'll never fail you.
No, and
that hard work is never gonna fail.
Yeah, he's the fuel of this.
That's
whole
what
thing.
you need.
That
you know
guy, I'm so uneloquent, and he is so specific and thoughtful about.
I think you're eloquent too.
I have a different way of talking.
He's like he's like professionally.
Oh, it's so
eloquent.
beautiful, man. Every meeting we have, like, if
You're
it's,
emotionally eloquent.
totally, and I'm cool with that. I'm not trying to be
Yeah,
Adam. No, I used to want to be like that.
I'm trying to get some sort of eloquence out there, dude.
You're getting very good at speaking your mind and being eloquent in your way.
I'm working on it, man.
Yeah,
We're
but
all
like
working on it.
he we'll do meetings like with people we've never met before, and we're in charge of this thing. So it's like you're the person that's hiring whoever the actor, the actress, the crew member, whatever. And I sit there in these Zooms and I'm like, right away I have a thought. And I'm like, and I want to pitch the story to them and see, who they are, get to know them. Like, you're just getting to know people. It's like a soft interview.
Yep.
And he takes it away in the beginning, and it's like this beautiful, like, this is who we are. This is what the film's about. This is why we started this business and what we're doing with the film. So tell us a little bit about yourself. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, this motherfucker is like built for this thing.
Yeah.
Like, he could produce anything. This guy. We're talking about him a lot, and he's gonna be like cringing, but like he took this thing. Everyone has their part in it, but like he's captained the ship for sure, like directing it and now producing it. Like I'm more than willing to say, like, I've taken that step back, and he is nonstop every day. His notebooks are just littered with, got to do this, and this. I'm going to call these 3 people. I'm going to do this. I'm going to call that company, make sure they get back to us. I got to talk to the girl's parents. I got to reach out to that school. We got to lock down the prison. He's doing it all every day. One man.
Yeah.
And our homegirl Joy, who is like godsend. We found her, and she's been so good.
Oh.
So good. She's like cut from the same cloth as me. Very good.
I love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
He's awesome, dude. I was thinking about this, bro. Talking about good friend. When we were in quarantine, and I was having all these bad habits, and I was like locking myself in, just eating whatever I wanted and playing video games, just chilling. He reached out to me, and he would do it like little by little. But one day I remember he called me, and he was like, he told me this last night, but because I brought it up. He said, "Hey man, what kind of film do you want to? If you were going to tell a story, like what kind of story would you want to tell? Like he tried to make me do a film festival on a phone. Him and Katie set up like a 24-hour film festival on phones, or like a 2-week film festival where he's like, just to get me creative, like go film something with Lena, and like we're stuck in the house anyway. So, and he did it. He made a little short film on his phone with Katie.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it. I never did it because I didn't want to. Yeah. Because I was in that place of like, I don't want to do none of that creative. Exactly. So all the stuff we were gonna do, man, is dead. And like, who knows what the future holds? Everything's stuck. We're stuck. That was my mindset. I didn't have a plan. I didn't want to do anything. I was depressed. Yeah. And he called me one day, and he was like, "Oh, what if you were gonna tell a story? What story would you want to tell?" And at the time, I think I just gave him a response because I was like, I felt bad because he was like reaching out, trying to like keep my heart beating.
Put something there,
trying to inspire me, or put a thought in my mind that like made me want to do something. But I think I just said it like a response, like, I don't know, man, like, I don't know, I don't know what I'm thinking about right now, or I'm thinking about maybe something like this or whatever. And it was like slow, but I think I said it just to appease him. Because I didn't want to do it.
Yep. Yeah.
And that was it. That was the call. And then like the next day or a few days later, we'd meet again in quarantine and on like Zoom. And he would be like, because he moved. Yeah. And when he moved, for me, that was it. I was like, that's when it comes to film and like acting and all that, like that's my partner. Yeah. So when he moved, I was like, I can't just go to New York and see him no more. Like when we want to be creative and stuff. So it was like I felt like this death. I was just like, man, fuck this. I don't want to do this no more. This is I'm alone here with this. Yeah. And he kept. It was like not pestering, but it would just fucking calling me, man. Just checking in, just being like, what do you want to tell a story about, man? Tell me. Let's talk more about it. If you had to boil it down to one thing, watch this movie. Go watch this, and then. Yeah. I was like, oh, brothers. That's what I want to tell a story about. And then it started as that, and then it became like this really boiled down reason for why you'd want to tell a story about brothers. And then it was the real thing, the real story I wanted to tell. And that was 2 years ago. But it started from that phone call.
Yeah.
We're going to stop talking about Adam, but Adam's the greatest.
No, I like that he
And he's a great teacher.
You know what it is like I feel like we all felt that the beginning of quarantine. I hate that we're talking about quarantine.
I hate it too, bro.
But we all felt that like we were just gaming.
Gaming.
Every day. Just like gave up on everything.
Just threw in the towel.
To be just real and honest, we gave up on it all.
Yeah.
For a period of time. It gave us an excuse to be like, oh, we could just wait. Oh, people, you could literally just sign up for unemployment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it gave you an excuse.
Money.
It gave you an excuse to just take the world to take a break.
Yeah.
And Adam is the total dude that'd be like, fuck that. Like, keep going.
Yeah.
Right?
He was. Dude.
And that's really
he didn't quit.
Dude, if he wasn't there, then
I don't know what I'd be doing.
Or if he felt like that too, like what would happen?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That dude didn't stop. He didn't stop.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, film festival on the phones. That's what we're gonna do next. Ready, guys? And like he did it.
Yeah.
No one else did it.
Yeah, man. That's great.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's a great guy.
He's a monster, dude.
Yeah.
But he's balanced too. It's not just like I gotta make movies.
Yeah.
There's a reason behind why, and it's like it's not lofty.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, oh, it's gotta be this because then we're gonna fucking make so much money. You know, we made it. It's Oscar for everybody. It's like, no, I want to tell stories. I want to tell better stories now because I think stories have gone downhill a bit, and I think maybe that's my role in this life. I'm going to serve for other people. I'll be of service in that way.
Yeah.
Hopefully, elevate stories.
Yeah.
And whatever money comes or whatever, if nothing comes, like it's all good because I served my purpose. Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about.
I think
you gotta find the thing that you're meant to do.
Yeah.
And then you gotta do it nobly in a way that's just of service of others because that's the only thing that will fulfill you.
Mm-hmm. Dude, and I want to shout out just people that have figured out what they want to do.
Oh, it's the best.
It's just great because I mentioned this earlier before this that my speaker broke, right? And I brought it to this guy. It's just this. I drove up at his office. It's this one dude alone.
I love this.
And he just has a bunch. I'm like, oh, I was gonna normally my speaker breaks. I throw it out and I get a new one. And I'm like, I kept waiting. I didn't throw it out yet. I'm like, maybe I should fix it. I tried unscrewing it, didn't work. I'm like, I'm stupid. I'm too stupid for this. I don't know what I'm doing. And another week passes. It's been a month, 2 months, and I'm like, let me just look around for a guy that repairs things. Yeah. And I call this guy, and I'm like, do you repair speakers? I just look up speaker repair.
Yeah.
And it says like television repair on the guy's site, and I'm like, maybe he does speakers. And I asked him, and he said, yeah, I can do it. I'll figure it out.
Right.
And I go there. He's alone in his little. It's just a little. It's like it almost looks like apartments, but it's converted into offices, and it's just different businesses. And it's all just like, think about it. It's all just small, like people that are small businesses. Just they have a skill that they know how to do, and it's something that people need. Yeah. Right. And they just do it because they're good at it, and they make money, and they survive off this thing that they do. And the dude's, I could tell he's busy because he's got TVs lined up on the wall. He could barely get into the room.
Really?
So, yeah. And I'm like, dude, like, it's just so cool that you can walk into like, you're driving like, how many miles and there's how many buildings. And this
each one of them might have a business.
One room might have like some guy that's like, I'm the TV speaker electrician, right? And I'm killing it. Yeah. Right? And he's the top guy in the town. Yeah. It's a story, man. Like, I don't know. I love that. Like, if you feel like lost or something in life, like career-wise, even if it doesn't have to be creative. We always talk about creative because obviously, that's what we do. It's art. But even if it's something else out there, you know what I mean? Like you could be the best speaker repair guy.
Yeah, you could.
You could be the best plumber, dude.
Yeah.
There's a story in all that. Yeah. It's also creative too, man.
It is.
And you get to, I just realized like, just being able to like meet people like through work is so like nice. Oh. It's like one of the main places you like meet people, new people, work, and truly create relationships. Yeah, good point. And learn about life.
Good point. Right? That's a very good point.
So I love that.
Yeah, relationships are made there, friendships. Yeah.
So if you feel like you're at your job and you're in your law and you feel like you're just fucking doing nothing, like this is what. Maybe look up, see what people talk to other people, see what they're interested in. Maybe that'll lead you to something else. You know what I mean? Maybe that'll lead you to the place. Right. There's probably opportunities around every corner. Yeah. Possibilities are endless.
Man. Totally. Yeah, you gotta. It's hard, but you know what, dude? Like, it's hard for a lot of people to find. What would you tell the person who's like struggling with finding what they want at their job? What they're built for? What's the thing that they're passionate
what they
about?
want to find.
Because that's hard, man.
It is hard.
How do you answer that question?
It's really hard.
I say try shit.
Yeah.
I say travel and try shit.
I think if you were doing things like in your teens, like things for fun, right?
That's you.
I think that was my story. My story is like I was always doing the videos and stuff and editing and looking like I don't know. I used to record stuff on like my little point and shoot. You know, me and my brother would always make little videos, and that was like the gem that stayed inside me when I like left to like play soccer for 10 more years and not even think about this stuff.
Yep.
And then sometimes go back to it. Maybe there's something you're always going back to, like trying or doing. Yeah. Or painting or I don't know. There's so many different things now, and like it doesn't have to be the same thing. Like that back then, it was always like the video stuff, right? And I tried that, and I kind of feel like I do still love that. Yeah. But maybe not the film aspect side of it. Maybe this like big production thing. I don't know. I might not be the greatest for that because I feel like I really like thriving. I feel like I thrive more in like smaller groups. Maybe a couple people, like music videos. Like that's what I always liked. Right. That's what I always do. I'd get music and we'd always make stuff around a song or something like that. Like I enjoy that. I feel like I'm way more after doing all this. I learned like I enjoy this little specific part of this of film, right? But I wouldn't know that unless you know what I mean? Like I could have took a job that like in the city where I'm like PAing and just doing the general filmmaking. Yeah. But I feel like that's just not what I want to do.
That's how I feel about acting for smaller stuff than
like commercials,
big money
and
stuff.
Like, dude, I don't want to be like, or seltzer.
I can't do it, man. The nature of independence.
Yeah. That's the thing.
The nature of independence when it comes to like art.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about.
Yeah.
I can't. The nature of
Doesn't that just sound so selfish?
I'm going to take you and me.
Yeah.
If you want to do this, we have no money, but we have something that the difference is there's less money, but there's more investment because you care. You're invested. It's not like you're getting paid. That's the investment is like this monetary gain, which is whatever. You're going to pay for your Korean barbecue with that. And then the money's gone. Like money does to me, I guess I'm realizing money isn't at my number one anymore. Yeah. It's how am I going to spend my time with the thing I think I want to contribute. Yeah. Stories, independent stories, man, that like when you build something around a story for the fact or for the service of it, you want to be of service through story. No one wants to pay you for that. No one wants to give you anything because your union status isn't right, or you don't have enough money to hire these actors, or you don't have enough people who have just like names on your thing, or you can't afford the best DP and that did the Netflix show and was nominated for an Oscar. Like, I just think that's not independent film or story. It's not independent art. The nature of like a Nicholas Sardi dude, I go back to him all the time, and he just grabs a phone, an iPhone 6, and grabs his sister and uses what he has at his disposal to write and tell a story and put it in his high school thing, and we see it.
I think that's because that's the basis of art. No?
It's the most.
It's grabbing what you have.
You talked about this last week with Evan. You were saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, what moves you that you have no control of? I didn't want to cry when I watched that. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I need to watch this because I know it's going to make me cry. Yeah. My body fucking changed. My emotions changed. I was moved by this young dude going out there with his sister and doing this thing. A story about a brother taking care of his sister without her knowing. The nature of a brother-sister relationship, or just a sibling relationship at its purest, in a creative way, in a way I never would have saw it. I never would have thought of it that way. Yeah, with mermaids in Lake Michigan, you know what I mean? Like I never would have went there.
Don't you think maybe
for $0?
You know what, dude? Maybe that's why like film was better like back in the day because like you didn't have like trailers.
No.
You didn't have like the trailer fit everything as much as you can in order to sell this story.
Yeah.
Like give them all the juice, dude. Give them all the juicy parts. Where like, whoa, I want to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to see all these things. Like you're just selling them like the hype of this thing, of this big. It's literally 2, almost could be 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like story. You're selling this 1 minute thing. This
Trailer.
compilation.
Yeah.
Like montage.
The story don't matter.
It really doesn't. Because then you're there. Like because that's I think the general basis of how people see a commercial or they see
They say, I'll
before a movie.
buy it.
They're like, oh wow, yeah,
This looks cool.
I'll
I'll
watch
buy
that.
it. Yeah. Or this.
But now you're
person's in it, I'll
thinking,
buy
you're
it.
already thinking now, like, what is this gonna be?
But doesn't that take away from
That's what I'm
story itself?
saying.
It does, man.
100%.
Yeah. The nature of it has
Imagine you
become
see
business.
something like the Nicholas Hardy thing is like you're like, dude, look at this. You just gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Right? That was the best thing.
Yeah.
When someone has something there, like, you just gotta watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the best.
I love it, bro.
Because then you don't have any like preconceived like you're trying to like figure out. I hate. You know what I hate after learning about film? Like after actually going to school and like going through classes, learning about like what the different steps of a story and all these things. I'm like, dude, I am now looking. I'm paying attention to everything.
Oh yeah.
I'm paying attention to it all, and I'm like, fuck, like it brings me out of it. Man.
Yeah.
The magic is gone.
You're looking at the lights in the scene and shit now. Yeah.
But now it kind of made me open my eyes to, all right, maybe it is like opening my eyes.
Yeah.
But now you can see when it's done amazingly.
Oh, man.
You're like, oh,
You forget.
You forget that you're looking into all these different parts. Then you're
maybe
like,
more critical, but you're
now
forgetting
it's like
still.
what's actually really
man.
what's well done.
Yeah, dude. Oh, bro. Yeah.
It's weird to talk about.
It's
really
weird because I feel like I bore people sometimes, but like I'm trying to like. My nature is like I want to like grab the people I care about and be like, don't you see that?
Yeah.
Don't you see it?
Yeah.
You're talking to me and you're saying you see it. Not worried about you. But like other people I know are friends and like stuff. I just want to say so many things.
Yeah.
About chasing the carrot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Chasing the carrot. It's just, what's the reason? Because my reason changed. I went in for one reason and it was like, I'm good at this thing. People are telling me I'm okay at it. It's the first time I ever felt that. That feels like love. I want more of that. So I'll just get really good at this thing. And then, oh, look what comes with that. Money and fame and attention and more of that. That's what I'll go after. And then someone showed me Hollywood and like magazines and other films and stars. Boring. Just talking about this again. I'm just like, I'm off of it. Yeah. That's not my purpose no more. Yeah. And I'm glad. But with my friends, I feel this thing, but I'm trying to teach myself to say, I literally say it in my mind, like, you got to let them figure their own thing out. Because it's not, my perspective isn't your perspective.
Yeah.
In anything. Like, we all have our different opinions.
Yeah.
And this is a teaching thing. Some teachers taught me this, like, because I was trying to teach earlier in the year and I had to work, so it didn't quite work out. And phone wasn't ringing much. But this one specific person told me, who was an awesome teacher. It was like, Dave, you're gonna want to, because you have a clear point of view of what acting is because you've experienced this, you've trained in it, it's worked for you in this specific way. Yeah. So you're gonna see things that come up in a student, and you're gonna say, oh, you have to do this to change that. You have to do this and correct them. But a really good teacher will allow the person who's learning to stumble, to fuck it up, to figure out that that's not the way, and to come to you when they're ready and say, I tried this and it feels like this, so what should I do? And what I think that what that does is it opens up willingness to like learn. Yeah. Instead of like a teacher just saying like, no, you did this wrong. This is how you do it. Trust me. Yeah. Because not everyone learns that.
It's almost the change. It's not about you changing the person; it's them changing themselves, right?
Right. It's like,
and that's taking a step to learn something new.
There's something to be said about experience. Like I'll never, dude. I will never forget the time I learned what acting is in the moment. Mm-hmm. I'll never forget it. And it was, I wasn't even in it.
Really?
I wasn't in it. I was sitting there in class, and we're on stage. Our teachers are up there, right? Jim and Andrea. Jim's up there, and he's like, it's been 3 weeks of us not fucking understanding what, like, being present with each other is. Being connected to your partner. We just keep fucking forcing things to the person, you know, at least once in every setup. Someone's like, I have this idea. I'm angry at you now. And I'm going to, and the person you're with is like, didn't give you anything to be angry off of. They're just existing. So it made no sense is what I'm saying. We were doing shit that made no sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't truthful because we were pushing to try to be good actors, which is the insecurity of like everyone when they start. So Jim gets up there, right? He goes, Andrea, could I borrow you for a second? She goes, sure. She goes, I'm on stage with him. So it's just them two standing there. I swear to you, dude. It's crazy. They don't say anything. Just standing there, looking at each other. And then I see Andrea turns around, like she's looking, but then she kind of like looks away and is like looking down and like collecting herself again and looking. I'm like, oh shit, she's nervous. But Jim is catching that, and now he's smirking because he's kind of giddy about that. He's excited about like the fact that they're affecting each other just by breathing and looking at each other. They're being affected. Now when lines come, because a story is existing, and then you give them each a doing, and that exists, this thing, where they're just affected by, that's the thing that changed my whole fucking perspective. Because it's not something needs to happen. It's something's happening.
Yeah.
Like right now you're smirking and giggling and shit. Right? And nodding your head. This is it.
Yeah.
This is truthful. If we had lines to say and we learned them by rote, and we had, your doing was to like get the fuck out of here, and my thing was like, no, we're finishing this podcast. That's a scene. That's acting.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I could fucking act.
You could, dude.
Dude, more I think about it, I'm like, I could fucking do it.
You can definitely
like
do it.
100%.
Do it.
Feel it.
Well, I'll help you.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know if
I'll literally do it. Dude, you know how like excited I'd be to do repetition with you and like all this shit?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mike.
We might have to try that.
Fucking best.
We might have to try that.
Oh, bro. I'm not as good as Adam as a teacher, but I could help. I could definitely help.
Yeah. We'll see.
I think it'd be fun for you, man.
Dude, because I don't know what it is, but whenever I hear about it, I'm like, oh, I kind of understand.
Yeah, you definitely have.
Like, I really just understand the.
It makes sense.
The idea of being like, when it's the time to act.
Yeah.
Is just like, you're thrown in the situation.
Yeah.
And just being like,
but you
you got to react like real life.
You got to believe it. It's real life.
Yeah. I feel like I can.
A lot 100%. Of the work is that. It's like, what is my job? My job is like to do a thing with reality and believe the circumstance.
Yeah.
If I can get myself to honestly believe a circumstance, whatever it takes, I have methods to do that for me. But like, that's acting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe there's someone there.
Dude, you might see Mikey acting soon.
Bro, I would, Mike.
Dude, we might be acting soon.
I'd be so happy. Dude. You know why this would work for you? Anytime Actors Lab, shout out. Go look them up. Because it's the reality. This method of acting.
Yeah.
It's all based on doing. And you're a doer.
Yeah.
You're not lofty and like
100%. Yeah.
It's like
like I gotta think about.
I'm gonna craft this
crazy
creature in my mind.
I could probably be good about that too.
You could, but I think you're a hands-on dude.
Yeah, the fact of actually doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, I can see that.
It's still beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a way of unlocking your heart and who you are as a person in the moment, present, but you're not in your head. You're doing a thing. If you told me if I said my doing is to dismantle this thing while the scene, that's my doing. I need to dismantle it. If my doing is I'm not letting you fucking go. We're finishing the podcast. If you try to get up, I'll do something. We don't know, right? Like it's just. I'm just saying that I'm going to get into it too far.
I get you.
I'm going to make people fucking turn off the thing, but that would be so sick, man.
We'll try it.
Oh,
after the film.
Okay. Oh man, then I could put you in acting debut. Mike and Dave's first short film. Like and subscribe.
It should be now. What our first film that we're both stars of. Because I'm only a star.
All that shit we just said just fucking goes out the window. Because I'm only gonna be the fucking lead, dude. It's gotta be me.
I'm kidding. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Dude, that is funny. Bro, you're
What would it be? What would it be?
you're a bootlegger
Of what?
of whiskey. You make whiskey in this place right here,
Okay.
but you don't tell me,
Yeah.
and we do the podcast together, and I'm in like a, what is the term? I work for the,
Narc.
yeah, I'm a what is it? Not the FDA, but the drug and liquor.
That is FDA.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm part of the FDA,
Okay.
and shit goes awry.
All right.
Whiskey, get it?
Okay.
Rye whiskey.
What the heck, man?
We'll call it.
It'd be called Whiskey Awry.
Or it had nothing to do with it. We could call it fucking Life on the Rocks.
What?
We got our first short film, bro.
You gotta stop.
Dude, we got.
You gotta stop doing dad jokes.
And the trailer's like this.
And I'd be like drinking a whiskey.
Oh man, why'd you guys make it?
Let's do
I see the Q&A already. Wait, what was the intention there?
So Dave did this dad joke.
So Mike could be a star. Yeah.
Mike,
Star.
we wrote it the day Mike said, I think I can act. Mike just said, fuck this, dude. I could act.
How many people in from beginning of humanity until today? How many people have said what you just said? I think I can act. If you had to put a number to it,
Have you?
it gotta be.
How many people have you seen that have done that?
gotta be over 40 million people. From the beginning.
How many people do you think moved to California to be like, dude,
bro.
I can act?
I mean, bro, we can't even talk about it.
Yeah,
It's just
a lot.
and I have my opinion on that, and we
Yeah.
can talk about it if you want.
I feel like we
I have
talked about it.
I mean,
No, I mean, you know what? I don't
it's
think,
to what
I
you
don't-
want, though.
Yeah.
It's for what you want.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with trying.
It's nothing wrong. There's nothing
And
wrong.
I don't think there's anything wrong in learning lessons.
This is. Can I just say one
There's
thing?
nothing wrong in learning lessons.
I'm going to say one thing to whoever's. Let's say they're right now doing it. The hustle thing of chasing the thing.
Yeah.
What is it about? This is just for you to journal about. What is it about Hollywood that you love?
Yeah.
Is that the state of Hollywood today?
Yeah.
And if it isn't,
Think about the great things,
what would
right?
you do?
The beauty, the things that are so like
Dude, the
appealing.
glamour,
Yeah.
the fucking.
Now do a couple Google searches and see what the reality could be. Because and this is for everything in life, man. There's always dude, with losing weight, with getting ripped,
Yep.
with getting ripped up, which your boys are getting ripped up.
19 miles in 2 weeks. Running up hills on 19 miles 2 weeks. In the humidity in the summer, and I can't stop me.
I feel like we're always in every aspect of life. It would be so nice to have a shortcut,
Oh, it sure
you know.
would.
But really,
Would it be?
but really, I don't think shortcuts exist.
Oh, whoa.
I don't think they
That's
do.
a big statement.
I don't think they do.
Elaborate.
No, well, that's tough. There's
Nepotism.
you gotta-
Nepotism.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot to unpack there. I feel like even if you are born into like your Tom Hanks' son, your Chad Hanks,
Dude, he's so handsome.
he's all right.
Dude, he's so fucking handsome.
All right, I get it. But like
Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
like still, when you think about it, do you think Chad Hanks is like, yeah, man, I've lived my life that I love.
No, I think it comes with a caveat, that kind of thing.
It's like what, like the I'm talking about like the success, right? The shortcut to
Yeah.
success, which means like happiness, right?
Okay.
Is what I'm trying to say. Is like I'm not talking about this in terms of like there's shortcuts to getting big, you know? Because obviously I think there's shortcuts to, you know, like you could cheat the system in ways to get somewhere or get what you want, right? But I think like the real like accomplishment like fulfillment, I don't think there's shortcuts in life.
I feel you. Okay.
You know?
Yeah, the real ones.
Yes.
The ones that you feel fulfilled.
Like
totally.
a fulfilled
I agree.
life. There's no shortcut.
Dude.
Right?
Very good.
Because there are shortcuts. Like you could be born in, like you could be Chet Hanks and have money, and you could probably buy like a G-Wagon and a house, and you know it'd be White Boy
Get a
Summer.
TV show, you're killing it. Yeah, White Boy Summer.
And just talk Jamaican and be white.
Just have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah.
But like,
Is it fulfilling?
yeah, at the end of their lives.
And is there a shortcut to that?
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think we all have to go through a figuring it out process.
Yeah.
No matter if you're successful in terms of money, which is what I'm just repeating what you're saying, or you have nothing.
Yeah.
You're born into nothing. There's a process.
Yeah. The thing that blew my mind was the Mike Tyson.
Oh man.
We were talking about him a little bit
Yeah.
before, but that when I saw him saying that when this is after everything, he got like fat and like he lost all his money.
Yeah.
And he's not Mike Tyson, like the legit, like the fighter, right?
The heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he's not the heavyweight champion. He's like completely like visually different, right? Mm-hmm. Like he said that he's the happiest he ever was, with no money, no nothing.
That's powerful.
And he said no one wants anything from me. No one's trying to get anything from me, because there's like that is so scary to hear.
Why?
Because I don't know, man. It's like the person he was, right? Like he was on top of the world, the greatest fighter, right?
Yeah.
In the world. For how long?
Long time.
Like he was destroying.
Yeah.
Like, and he probably had so much money.
Like less than 30-second knockouts, like
Crazy.
every fight.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And he was consistent. Had the consistency. In success, you think, what do you need to do? You need to be consistent. You need to be just skilled, just gifted, putting in the work. And like, there was really like no negatives really there. I guess like on the forefront. Yeah, on the outside. Yeah. But, you know, even back then, like he admits he's scared. Like now he admits.
Yeah.
Back then he was
fights,
scared.
he's scared
that like the success wasn't what it was. And this just wasn't reality.
Yeah.
Like what everyone made it out to be.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Mike the champion, the greatest, bro. Like, I don't know. Yeah. There's just something really, the more and more I grow, like, and get older, I really realize, like, those things are so, I don't know, it's just an illusion, almost. Mm-hmm. Like, you think it's going to be the best thing of your life, that's, you're set after that, that you're going to be happy. Like, you made it. That's what we always say. You've made it. You've never made it. You're never going to make it.
Never going to make it.
You're just still living. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing you have to figure out is how you can, the real making is how you can die. When you die, you're just happy and like fulfilled. And you've got along in the best way possible, in the best shape possible, mentally.
Yeah.
You know?
Agreed.
Because there's, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we talk about it a lot, man. But this is what I'm thinking about.
I love it. I love that you're bringing it here.
Yeah.
It's real. That's where you're at.
Yeah. Yeah, because even like even if you think about like all the things maybe you'll accomplish, and all like the mistakes you've made in the past, I don't know. It feels weird to think that like you've done things wrong before, but now that you've done something else that's like socially like, whoa, like killing it, that it just deletes your whole past. Like now life starts from here. Like your image starts from here.
Your image.
You know?
What do you mean?
Like if like Mike Tyson, let's say before like let's say he wasn't the greatest. And he didn't like
just like a
mediocre he was boxer. Mediocre. Let's say he was above average.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And he went through like and let's say like all the negative things that he's done in life, he did. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like he'd be in a completely different place now. Like in terms of like some of the cases he've had, he'd probably be in like jail maybe.
Yeah.
Like he'd probably.
Well, he did go to jail.
Yeah.
He did spend some time in jail.
Well, he kind of got let out a little. How long was he in jail?
I don't know, but I don't think it was for super long.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like maybe we think life will change a lot more after something happens.
I
but
agree.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Maybe that's the simple way to put it.
Yeah, well, if you attach yourself to, I mean, dude, I was just having this
That's what it is.
conversation.
Like attaching yourself to the success that you get.
If you do that,
Like once, like if the film goes out and you blow up, then you're gonna be known as this film Dave.
yeah,
You know.
but I won't be happy just from that fact.
Yeah, exactly. But that's gonna be your image.
That'll
forever,
be my image,
right?
True. Yeah, I guess to many people it will be. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I think people that get fame, right? They're gonna they get stuck to that image, and they're like, think about the one-hit wonders of the world. You know what I mean? And everything. It's like that's all they got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
and
live
you think
off
back to
of
them,
the fame of that.
You think back to like Designer, the rapper. You're like the one song, Panda. And then he's crazy. Yeah. And that's all you think about him. But you don't know this guy at all.
Don't know him. Don't know him.
I don't know.
No, I hear you.
Rambling.
No, it's not a ramble. I think that's a real
rambling.
Open, honest, vulnerable thought.
Yeah.
And share. I think it's troublesome because it's everywhere. You grew up on it. You're on the YouTube shit, watching the dude blow up on YouTube, and then being like, I want to do YouTube. Why? Because that dude did it and he blew up. Yeah. And then I'll be happy. Mm-hmm. Then mom and dad will be happy. Then I'll have the money. Then I made it.
Yeah.
We're surrounded by this shit. We're raised on it. It makes sense because when you lay your head down at night and it's just you, that's not enough. When you're growing up, and at least for me, I wasn't fed like, you're incredible, but I believed it. Something in me was saying no. Yeah. So I had to fill it with, I have to do something to prove that I exist, that I'm important. Otherwise, I'll die and no one will care. Yeah. So in my heart, that thought drove me to grasp at anything that would set me apart. But I'm chasing. I'm not living. I'm chasing the future. I'm chasing the me I want to be. Right? But you can't change if you're looking ahead. You're not going to grow. You're not going to experience the present, which is the only fucking thing that exists. The rest is thought. The rest is what-if-isms. Mm-hmm. That's where anxiety lives. Yeah. Future and past. Mm-hmm. That's where anxiety lives. That's what keeps us up at night. Is like the thought I just shared. I'm gonna fuck up the film. I'm gonna fuck it up. Yeah. I'm not even there. I'm in New Jersey. I'm not even in Texas. Yeah. There's 20-some days of shooting. Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen. It might not even happen. Like it might be great. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But we're the only creatures that go forward and backward. Yeah. The fucking the ant on the leaf is just on the leaf. Lucky to be alive today, I guess. Mm. What am I? Hungry. I'm gonna go find the leaf. That's what the ant does. Yeah. Yeah. There's no anxiety in the ant. Yeah. There's no anxiety in the bird looking for food. Mm-hmm. On the wire.
Dude, I heard of I watched this crazy TikTok. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. But it's about just conspiracies of life that are true. So birds in the Matrix? Chirping in the morning. Singing in the morning. Do you know why they sing? No. Before sunrise? No. It's always they test it as an hour before it's sunrise. Is when plants and flowers, in the morning they open up. Yeah,
for the sun.
There's stomas, which is their
pistil stoma.
Yeah. Stoma's the thing that opens and then lets the birds in. Or
B- in bio.
Let's go.
Environment.
But they basically birds, the frequency of the sound,
they can hear it,
opens it.
Of the chirping?
The chirping.
No, I can't remember that. So birds are controlling the plants.
They know that.
What? That's
and I don't know if I'm converted into a Scientologist now, but yeah, I looked it up studies too, and it's real. I'm like, what? Whoosh! What do you mean? The birds know the chirp, man. Man. So they could get into the flowers. And bizarre. Get the pollen.
That's a good relationship they got. That's a mutual relationship.
I mean, it's crazy.
This is cool, man.
That's crazy to think
about. Think about the design.
And that's nature. That's a design thing, and there's millions of those.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's insane.
That's why I think that something else exists, man. That's a beautiful creation. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, but what about this? It's so complex.
Yeah.
That it's almost crazy.
It's
weird.
Wild. It's I couldn't think
it's strange. Yeah, like I've never thought about that in my life.
Yeah.
The birds chirping to be like, oh, this is the frequency. All right, let's do it at this. And it opens up.
Like,
and birds like,
with the plant ears.
Okay.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Thank you, bird. Come ingest my pollen.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking incredible, man.
It is.
You're living on this planet while this is going on. It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot to
I
be
wish I
grateful for.
remembered more of them.
You know what I started doing, man?
What?
Speaking about gratitude, my new thing is I heard someone say, if you start going to bed saying thank you and waking up saying thank you, your days are going to start changing if you string them along for 30 days.
If I go to sleep on Tinder, do I get more dates?
Are you saying thank you on Tinder?
No.
Afterward? How do you feel after Tinder?
It just makes me feel
I'm getting off of Instagram.
like a deviant.
I'm getting off of Instagram.
I feel deviant.
And I'm getting off of TikTok
What's the
for the next
adjective of
month and a
deviant?
half. I'm out because it's not making me feel good.
Yeah.
I got to disconnect. I want to be more present. I'm out of here. Okay? Your boy's done.
Mm-hmm.
From now on, the things that make me not feel good, I'm off of.
Yeah.
For that's it.
Yeah. I have been getting worse at like social media stuff.
Because
It's kind of
are
sad.
you just doing this when you just have a free second?
Yeah.
The baby in the bottom. I told you about this. Lena ripped the phone out of my hands. I wasn't expecting, and I go, "Give me a back!" like she was my little sister, and I screamed like a little baby boy, and she looked at me like this. Oh my god, you're a child. I couldn't believe it, but it's true. I did that. And that's when I said I got to get off my phone.
That's all.
I'm going to start listening to music more. I'm going to start walking in nature more.
You want to see something cool?
Reading
Nature?
poetry more. What is that? Oh,
Look at that
is that
rock.
a fossil?
That's a fossil I
Dude.
found.
Oh, see, this is so fucking cool, man.
I found it a long time ago.
Wow, dude. Man.
Did you know they found
It's like a rollie.
they found a new like a dinosaur skeleton?
Oh, yeah, I heard this.
Dude, and here's another conspiracy.
Oh,
Another conspiracy
conspiracy about
about dinosaurs. Now, dinosaurs.
What are we doing? Go ahead.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They measured the skull of like a brontosaurus type of thing,
Yeah.
and they measured the nostrils of it.
Okay.
And the nostrils were like huge,
Right.
very big.
Right.
Now they're saying that back then there was more oxygen in the air,
Okay.
and that's why everything was so huge. Because bugs were huge.
Wow.
Right? Everything was huge.
Because there's more oxygen.
Yeah, because there's more oxygen and it makes just things bigger.
Whoa.
Now, I don't know. I forgot what that links to. But that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I never would. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that true? We need a fact check. Yeah, I was just thinking.
Everything I'm saying is wrong.
Mike's remembering half of
I watched
everything.
this crazy old guy.
Yeah,
like
great.
saying this.
Oh, I have a cool ass thing I wanted to talk about.
What?
50 minutes.
What?
I got an ADD thing happening right now.
Watermelon.
No. That melon popsicle was so good. Thank you, Leon. That was amazing. Oh, dude, back to our old thing. If you have a dream and you're following your dream, like we're not saying give up on your dream. What we're saying is, what I'm trying to say is, find out what it is that you love about that thing, that dream, and get real close to the thing you love. And don't judge yourself, but if it's something that doesn't last, if it's something that is out of your hands, if it's something that you can't do anything about, I would say just be careful there. I would say look at the thing, the purity of the thing, the service. What is the service you're going to provide? And does that make you excited? Does that make you happy, fulfilled? Can you see yourself doing that if there was no money? If it was something you simply just did? If money wasn't an option, couldn't make it, but you can do that the rest of your life, could you? And if the answer is yes and you feel fulfilled, then every day would, you're not going to have every day be a good day, but it's something you would like to do, then stick with it, man. Don't give up. Don't give up because the big industry is telling you no and no one's coming to you for it yet. And you're just starting off, or you've been doing it for a while, but maybe, this is part of your process, and we're all on different timelines. So the thing I'm trying to say is, don't throw in the towel if you know it's meant for you. Don't throw in the towel. That's it. And be open. You might be sent something, it might be tomorrow, but don't chase a thing if it's out of your hands, because you have a service. You're a unique individual. You can contribute something that no one else can. So don't give in to the naysayer. Thank you. And that's my spiel.
I love it.
I had to get it out because I don't want people to listen to this and be like, no, we should just quit. That's not what we're trying to say.
Yeah. It's just tough because you think you got
Go.
it.
No, go.
No, that's fine.
It's tough.
I'm just adding more.
But you can add more.
I was like, it's just it's tough because it feels so hard in a lot of the because you see Hollywood and you see the landscapes of everything, and it's hard to get in. Getting your foot in the door is just insane. But once I let go of the image I'll get from making stuff, I feel like I was able to be like realize why I actually love doing something, and it made me more happy to do it. And then the key is just to keep doing it.
That's right.
And putting things out.
That's right.
And that's all you got to do.
That's
and
right.
if you could be happy with just doing that and not I feel like not thinking about the results has helped me. So I don't think it's for everyone, but
No, amen.
Because when you think about it, that's baked into the whole thing too. Is thinking about where you are. Your agent's not getting you anything.
Yeah.
Like then it turns into maybe I should just book a little the Mayo commercial.
Yeah.
Or Colgate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then
And you can get a job doing something else that keeps you alive, that doesn't kill your spirit or your artistic heart,
Yeah.
But if it's the thing you want to do,
like those things,
don't quit.
those things. I don't know. Maybe some people just don't care. They like doing it, and maybe they like it because it's a job that entails what they like doing.
Maybe.
And I think that's good. If you like that,
Some people like doing the
Please.
Mayo commercial. It fulfills them in some way.
Go for it.
All good.
100%.
Bro, so okay, I'm listening to this podcast. It's so
I just had a rare
crazy.
throat burp.
I heard it. I forgot, Misfortune it's called. This dude, this old guy, grayed up, flannel, just like imagine him 80, right? He don't do that.
I turned away and I was respectful.
Okay, I'm just kidding. Kind of. His name was Forrest Fern or something like that. He like collected shit. He was a big collector.
Made up a name.
No, he's real. I think he collected a bunch of stuff and like native like fossils and started small and then got big and he just became a huge collector.
Yeah.
Made a ton of money. He took a box. He filled it with gold trinkets and he has a museum in his house that people could come to and they could.
Really?
His whole thing was like, oh, you see the antique? It shouldn't be behind glass. It should be, you come here, come check it out. Come look at it. Take it. He takes this box, right? And he fills it with all these gold coins and all these trinkets and all these things. And it values like north of $1 million, right? He goes to Yellowstone National Park where because he has cancer, so he thinks he's going to die. So he's like, I'm going to put it in the place where I want to die. I'm going to walk out there one day. I'm going to die. I'm going to put this box there and you can come find it, essentially.
Whoa.
He's leaving it for adventurers to come and find a treasure.
Yeah.
So it's like people start going, but guess what? He leaves a poem, and it's this real like intricate poem. And he's like, it's not hard to find. If you look at the poem and you have a keen eye for these things, and you do some research, you'll find it.
Wow.
So he puts the treasure in the earth in Yellowstone somewhere. People start going out looking for it for years, for like a decade. 5 people die looking for it. Like, and the whole thing for him, well, there was a journalist asking, like, why would you do this? A bunch of journalists. And he's like, I want people to be excited to get outside and like get away from the TVs and like go outside and go be part of an adventure. That was the thing for me. I want people to have that. And then some journalist was like, is it a way of just keeping yourself alive? Because even when you die, people are going to say your name because it's attached to this treasure that can't be found. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you say to that?
He was like, well, why are you doing this? why are you being a journalist right now in this story? Is it because you want your name attached to a story? Because you want to be remembered? And this was what shocked me. The journalist said, well, no, he was like backpedaling. He was like, well, it's more of like a common thing. And I literally paused the podcast and I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Because you're saying this to him, but when he calls you out on it, you're backpedaling.
Yeah.
You're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You want to be remembered for your journalism. So you wanted a good story. So you went to Forrest Fern's house and came up with this creative, cool question to put him on his heels. Yeah. And he fucking jujitsu'd it and like put homie on his heels because guess what? We all want to be remembered.
Is it wrong to say that?
I don't think it's wrong. I just didn't like that he tried to attack this man in a way that was through his lens like selfish. Yeah. But then when it was reversed, because you can look at what we're doing even right now on the You're Here podcast, and you could say, why are you guys doing this? And there might be a part of us that's like, we want to be remembered. I don't want to be nothing. I want to be something. So we want our names to get out there. We want to be remembered. Dave and Mike is the You're Here podcast, and that's important. We don't want to die and be forgotten. Yeah. We exist in eternity on the internet, right? So we're not dead. It meant something. We did something. I don't know if it's right or wrong, you know? My purpose isn't tied to the temporary anymore. It's tied to the eternal. So it's not about the journalism story or the movie anymore. It's about, I hope it's of service, but like good, bad, or otherwise, I'm just living in the moment and I'm trying to serve a big purpose, making the world a little brighter. My name has nothing to do with it. If my name doesn't even come up in the thing, all good. It's not about me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's ego death. It's not me. Yeah. But I'm trying to figure out those lines too. I don't know. That
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to tell you what happens with the treasure. I might not be found. I don't know. Don't Google it.
Come on.
Don't Google it. Listen to the podcast.
What?
That's all I'm going to say.
We have our own podcast. Screw their podcast.
You want me to tell you what happens?
Yeah.
Well, I looked it up.
What happened?
All right. Spoiler alert. Turn this off if you don't want to.
Is this like a new thing?
This is real life. I'm talking about real.
Is this new?
New.
Like recent?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you're following a dude in this podcast and he's spoiler alert, he's trudging along. You're following this one adventurer. He was a cop. Yeah. He got so obsessed with treasure hunting that he lost his fucking job. He was going to Yosemite and he was
hold on.
Or Yellowstone. Shout
it out. What is this?
Missed Fortune. I'm telling you.
Missed Fortune.
The podcast.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to go listen to the whole thing, we're gonna end the podcast after this, so you can go listen to it.
Yeah.
All right. But we're gonna tell the end.
We didn't talk about the other thing.
We'll tell the end.
We'll talk about that.
Next week.
So he's going out looking for treasure. He loses his job as a police officer. He goes to Yellowstone. He almost dies with like this one person crossing this ravine. So the cops, the patrol people there come and they're like, you're going to be kicked out for 5 years. He goes back when he's not supposed to. They capture him again and he's like kicked out for life, essentially. He's going to go to jail if they find him again. He still keeps going back. The guy can't stop hunting the treasure because he tied it to his identity, to the thing that will make him important to his family. He was an orphan, or he was not an orphan. He was
adopted?
He didn't know who his father was, and then when he found out later in life, all of them were special, but his father had passed. So all these people were doing beautiful things for their community. They knew who they were. They had special these things. He didn't have anything he felt, so he's like, I'm the treasure guy. I'm the guy who's going to find the treasure. That's going to be my contribution to this family, my identity. But it became too important to him. He just kept going, like losing a lot. Treasure gets found. Treasure gets found by a medical student. Just somebody else found it. He wasn't even in the right place. For years. Really? But the way he talks about
Wait, so you're saying... All right, hold up. Mikey's confused.
Go ahead.
So the guy... This is a separate guy that
the journalist is following this one guy.
Okay. So he's talking to the guy that put it...
No, he talked to the Forrest Fang guy, the guy who created this whole thing, that put the box in.
But he also talked to the guy trying to find it.
But then he started following one treasure hunter.
Oh, and he was crazy.
And he wasn't crazy. He just tied his identity.
Should I not have said that?
Yeah, we all do it. Tied his identity to something temporal, like treasure, something that rusts.
So he didn't find it,
and he never found it.
And some guy, a medical student, found it.
Dude, and this guy almost died. Like I don't know how many times. Like really? He lost everything. Dude.
So what happens after that?
I don't know. I don't know what happens after that.
What was the
What happens
treasure?
if you chase a thing and you don't get it? What happens when you tie something to your identity and you don't get it? What do? Do you kill yourself?
No.
Dude, some people do.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's why it's a dangerous game. It's not a joke. This is like so, and I'm glad we're talking about it because people do kill themselves if they don't get a certain number of followers or a certain thing that they wanted to get.
Yeah.
Because it's tied into their meaning, why their heart beats every day, why they get up.
Yeah.
You have no control.
Yeah.
That things are out of your hands. You can try, but like, be careful what you attach yourself to. Mm-hmm. You know, for me, for you, like it's not a person, a status, a object. We have a limited amount of control on all those things. That's not our game. Our game should be like, what makes me feel good, that doesn't hurt anybody, that I love doing, that has nothing to do with the result, which you're already on. You're already doing it. You're already saying, I'm done with the result. I'm trying to focus on just the creation of the thing.
Yeah.
For the sake of doing that.
So the guy that found it. Whoa.
Just a med student.
What was?
I mean, I don't know him very well. He barely. I don't think he was gonna come out, and then he just like popped him. He's like, and he brought the treasure to Forest, and they had a little picture, and they're like, yeah, he found it. Search is over. Millionaire.
It's kind of weird.
It's insane.
It's kind of a strange thing.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, but now wait.
Wouldn't you?
It weirds me out that I don't know why this weirds me out. Why does it weird me out that like he found it when the guy's still alive?
He didn't die from the cancer. He beat it.
Oh hell yeah! Then
He beat the cancer.
Worst fern. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, that's interesting. It just seems weird. I don't know.
It's weird. It's super weird. The
Yeah.
homie's like this eccentric museum dude, and he fucking made a treasure hunt.
Okay.
A real life treasure hunt.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. I thought it was cool.
Your Hair Podcast.
Your Hair Podcast.
Episode 190.
190.
You got anything else you want to talk about? Or?
No.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, bro.
I appreciate it. You Are Here Podcast episode 190. You already know. Shout out to the Patreons. Patreon.com/You Are Here Podcast. Best place to support us.
We love you.
New content might be coming soon, to be honest.
We got some stuff.
Don't say that we have
stuff. T-shirts on the way.
That would be really cool.
We have
what would our T-shirt be? It should be on the back. It says, I listen to the You Are Here Podcast.
Yeah. I like Dave.
Oh,
period.
I'm with Dave. I'm with Mike.
Yeah.
Team Mike, Team Dave.
Yeah. Get a little rivalry going, healthy rivalry.
I like that.
You'd win.
And then,
you
would win.
No,
I would
bro.
not win, dude.
Talk to anyone who listens to this show.
Dude, people love you.
This is what happens. I love when
people
Mike opens
roast
up.
me.
No.
People roast me.
No.
No, you, dude.
Your brother's shoes are crazy. You Are Here Podcast. Episode 90.
Dude, don't bring it back. I wanted to actually get your opinion.
Terrible. But they're cool. But they're cool. You know, they're more.
No, but they're functional, man. They're for function.
I just don't know nothing about it. They are functional. To make him a better athlete, and that's all that matters.
I didn't tell him to say that about him. I love you. All right, my name's Mike. Signing out.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourselves and one another. Love you, Seabass. Love you, Liana. Thank you for the Korean barbecue.